the High Council of Sirius. You are feeling everything. Greetings, we are the High Council of Sirius. We enjoy connecting with you. Thank you for holding the light. You may be feeling scattered in your physical world, but open and receptive in your spiritual world. In these moments when you are particularly receptive to the heightened energies surrounding you, it is common for your emotions to become sensitive and heightened as well. As you navigate through the flow of the peace on energies that envelop you now, you might find yourself longing for an escape from the current perception of reality. This longing can manifest as a desire to retreat within, seeking solace, and centering oneself amidst the chaos that may be present in your external environment. The peace on influence often encourages introspection, allowing you to delve deeper into your inner landscape, where you can find peace and clarity. During this time, you may find it increasingly challenging to discern between what are your own feelings and what is being projected by the collective consciousness around you. The energies of the collective can be overwhelming, often creating an environment where it feels as though you are swimming in a sea of emotions that are not entirely your own. This phenomenon occurs because the human collective consciousness is a vast web of thoughts, feelings, and energies that encompass the experiences and emotional states of all human beings. As you become more empathic, you will particularly be sensitive to these vibrations. As you navigate through your daily life, you might encounter a swirl of emotions that seem to come from nowhere, leaving you feeling unsettled or confused. One moment you may feel joy and contentment, and in the next, you could suddenly experience sadness or anxiety, making it difficult to pinpoint their origins. This confusion is a natural part of the empathic experience, especially as you become more attuned to the heightened fifth-dimensional vibrations that are now permeating the world around you. It is essential to recognize that these emotions may not be a reflection of your own inner state, but rather a resonance with the feelings of others or the collective mood of society at large. To better manage this experience, it is crucial to develop a keen awareness of this distinction between your own emotions and those that are being projected by the collective. Practicing mindfulness and grounding techniques can help you anchor yourself, allowing you to differentiate your authentic feelings from those that are external influences. As you become more skilled at navigating these emotional landscapes, you will likely find that your ability to empathize with others deepens, allowing you to experience the true oneness of creation. Embracing this journey can lead to profound personal growth and a greater understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings in the tapestry of existence. It is important to remember that you are becoming more empathic. Your ability to feel and sense the collective vibrations is intensifying, often leading to profound emotional experiences. As you navigate these heightened sensitivities, it is vital to establish boundaries and practices that allow you to manage the influx of emotions effectively. This growing awareness can be both a gift and a challenge, as it opens you up to a deeper connection with your human collective as a whole. Make the time to go within. Taking special action and intention to dedicate time each day to focus on your inner light is essential for maintaining balance. Create a sacred space where you can retreat, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. Allow yourself to connect with your inner light, nurturing the quiet voice of God that resides within you. This practice will not only help you to recharge your energies, but also enhance your ability to navigate the complexities of your emotional landscape with greater ease and understanding. While in the midst of these swirling energies, you are feeling everything, every influx of vibration that moves through the human collective. By prioritizing your inner work, you empower yourself to remain grounded and centered amidst the chaos. We love you and honor you. We are the High Council of Sirius. Archangel Michael, releasing old layers. Greetings, beloved ones. We are sending you blessings of love and light in this now moment, and we are inviting you to open your heart to our message for you. Beloved one, as you are moving through your ascension journey, hold on to the divine love of God/Source. This divine love has brought forth your divine inner being that is residing within Sacred Heart. Your divine inner being is a creation of God, and knows only love and peace. When humanity descended into darkness, this divine inner being was covered with layer upon layer of pain, fear, and guilt. Now as you are on your path of ascension, and are coming out of the darkness, you are able to release these layers. Some of these layers are more easily accessible for you. You can identify any of these layers quite easily. When you know what you are feeling, you can release it. If you have your own practice of releasing negative emotions, you can apply it here. If you don't have a release technique, we would like to offer you one. First, identify the emotion. Feel it in your body. It can be anywhere, the heart, the throat, the solar plexus, or somewhere else. Close your eyes and in your mind, extend your hand with your palm up. Imagine that you are holding a sphere of light in your hand. Then, say in your mind release. Feel the emotion leave your body by breathing out gray smoke and breathing it into the sphere of light. Once all the gray smoke has left your body and has filled the sphere of light, say release. Again and watch the sphere float upwards. At some point all the gray smoke in the sphere has turned into light. Continue to watch the sphere floating upwards until it disappears. This completes the release. There are also layers of negative emotions that are more hidden. Your divine inner being is orchestrating experiences for you that will shake them loose so that you can look at them and release them. Over time, you will find that any events or experiences in your life are serving you to assist in the process of ascension into the light. Welcome home. We are walking beside you every step of the way. Dear ones, you are loved beyond measure. Always. I am Archangel Michael and I bring you this truth. Message from Apollo, Projects of Ascension. Thank you for being a part of the ground crew and the Alliance of Light. This is a time of completion. You have been working night and day doing important projects for Ascension. Some of you are tired from the work you are doing. At times, all you want to do is rest, yet when you awaken in the morning you might be aware of being busy all night. Some of you are getting information about what you are doing with other aspects of yourself in the quantum realms. Everything is detail-oriented now, and all of creation is focused upon what is happening on Earth. Many changes are happening, and you are intensely involved in this final stretch. Some of you are working to stabilize the Earth and to assist in staying on purpose. Clearly, the light is in charge. It takes great focus for a planet to ascend. This is why you are receiving infinitesimal assistance. There has never been so much attention placed on the ascension of a planet. You are being uplifted, and are uplifting the Earth from those who are not of the light. The planet is being freed, and some of you can already feel that the Earth is lighter. You might be feeling greater optimism, and seeing already how nature and all of life are working together in harmony. Keep your eyes open, and continue to open your heart to the new golden age. We are with you. The Arcturian group, dense energy has no reality in and of itself. Welcome, dear ones. Know that you are loved and supported not only by your guides and beings in the higher realms, but also by many from other planets who are cheering you on as they observe and learn from Earth's ascension process. Never doubt that all is proceeding according to plan. Much of today's confusion and chaos is a reaction to the breakdown of long-held, but fast becoming obsolete systems of healthcare, education, government, organized religion, and tradition. Many familiar systems are, and will disappear in their present form, because they are out of alignment with the high-frequency energies now flowing to Earth from the higher realms as well as from the increased presence of evolved states of consciousness on Earth. Dense energy has no reality in and of itself. It is simply a conditioned version of the one and only energy, divine consciousness. Low resonating energy automatically dissolves in the presence of high frequency energy simply because it is not sustained or maintained by divine law. It is like balancing your checkbook correctly after a time of doing it incorrectly. The incorrect totals don't go anywhere, they simply no longer exist. All humans, even those spiritually evolved, are programmed to some degree by the third-dimensional world, because Earth and her people live in the energy of a collective consciousness of separation that promotes humans as being nothing more than physical bodies subject to and needing protection from disease, accidents, inabilities, lack, limitation, and dangers of every sort. World appearances testify to duality: lucky/unlucky, sick/well, intelligent/stupid, holy/sinful, lovable/non-lovable, etc., etc. Appearances also testify to separation, that some people, animals, plants are of less value than others, and that skin color, gender, or appearance is important in determining this. God is a faraway God that must be coerced, begged, or contacted in some way, preferably by the intercession of someone on the other side considered to be holy. The Ascension process is bringing an end to much that has become familiar and accepted. Centuries of old programming is surfacing both personally and globally in order to be recognized and cleared. You may experience long-forgotten, but remaining pockets of old energy manifesting physically, emotionally, mentally, or even spiritually in one form or another. Without even realizing it, you may find yourself slipping into judgment, criticism, and activities of separation that you thought you had evolved beyond. These experiences can leave you feeling guilty and wondering if you are spiritually failing. No, dear ones, evolution does not and cannot go backward, but because the world is presently experiencing a time of intense energy cleansing and clearing, even the tiniest amount of conditioned energy you may still carry is going to manifest. Some are choosing to act on and run with old energy, while others are learning and spiritually evolving from it. Never condemn yourself if you find you are criticizing, judging, being negative, promoting old concepts, or falling back into negative habits you thought you were long done with. Recognize these experiences as impersonal expressions of old energy not yet cleared from your consciousness. Without resistance or giving them power, simply say to yourself, "Oh, you again know the truth," and move on. By recognizing old programming for the nothingness that it really is, and giving it no power, you stop feeding it. Often those causing the most stress and pain in your life are in your life because you chose in your pre-birth contract to resolve and bring closure to some negative unresolved issue that has been carried through lifetimes with the person or persons. If the other person or persons are not interested in resolution or harmony, and wish to keep things as they are, that is fine. You can do the completion work yourself. Consciously state your intention that all energetic cords still binding you to this person be removed. You can visualize hands of light moving into your body and removing a cord, this if you choose, but it is not necessary. Consciously acknowledge that in spite of any and all appearances to the contrary, this person is a divine being. See them as light. Forgive them in the realization that whatever discord developed between you was the result of three-dimensional hypnotism having only the belief in it to sustain it. Consciously release the person and move on. This does not mean you then ignore some situations. You may find that you have to take some human footsteps. However, it does mean that you no longer give the person, persons, or situation power over you. Bad qualities: hatred, power over, selfishness, violence, disease, lack, and limitation, etc. reflect a state of consciousness imbued with false beliefs of duality, separation, and two powers. Good qualities: gentle, loving, openness, wisdom, oneness, etc. reflect a state of consciousness that is open to and allowing the God qualities within to flow out, which is why impersonalization is a critical component of truth. Both negative and positive qualities are always impersonal, because no person in and of themselves has or is capable of good. Good is in and of God alone. Good in every form is a God quality. No person is evil because evil has no reality, being the manifestation of beliefs of separation. If sin, disease, lack, or limitation were realities, they could never be changed, removed, or healed, because they would be locked infinitely in place by divine law. We are not saying that in order to love others you must support and accept all their actions regardless of how outrageous. As an empowered spiritual being, you are entitled to your preferences. Humans are only able to understand at the level of their state of consciousness, and so you often must speak or take actions from the level of the other person's understanding. But always remembering that they are spiritual beings. The intense clearings now taking place often result in pain and suffering, which is especially true for those only able to understand the world from how it has always been. Painful experiences are often meant to be wake-up calls, a way to force someone spiritually ready out of their comfort zone. Remember, every soul chooses the experiences they feel they need while on Earth in order to evolve. Living the mystical life means living from a consciousness of oneness. It is being in the world but not of it, not ignoring, denying, or fighting appearances, but rather understanding that these things are manifestations of a collective belief in duality, separation, and many powers. You are ready to live the mystical life. The ascension process is only beginning. There is much to come. Earth's energy over time will continue to rise higher, and increasingly closer to reality, so sit back and allow the ascension movie to play. You are nowhere near the end yet. We are the Arcturian group. The world feels different. Something big has shifted. The resistance is gone. Timelines have accelerated. You're not just hoping anymore. You know. The win is done. The energy has already landed. Welcome to the new Earth reality. Ascending are at the threshold of something immense. A high-frequency vibrational ripple is moving through reality space, shifting, rearranging and realigning. The time is near, everything will soon change for the ascending. They are prepared and ready. Stepping into the new Earth flow, and not just imagining this. The world feels different because you are shifting it. The things you used to care about just don't matter in the same way anymore. Now sensing things before they manifest into physical reality. The world around you is sending signs. This is not a coincidence, this is a mass awakening. Ascending self is remembering, stepping into a new conscious reality, and soon nothing in this world, or within, will be the same way ever again. Letting it all go. Expecting miracles in this creational story unfolding. Waiting without anxiety, knowing the universe has this all covered. All that belongs to you is arriving in life in the most beautiful, peaceful, and effortless ways. These moments invite deeper introspection, a gentle call to pause, to reflect upon the journey, to recognize the distance traveled, while maintaining a resilient spirit. Having released judgment to expand in a higher conscious awareness. The lingering of the past self-consciousness is fading out, now acknowledging areas in need of transformational change. Some ascending may find themselves in the void space, the in-between. This is a transitional space of being where ascending individuals feel disconnected from their old version of self and life, but have not yet reached their next levels of true self-destination. In this space it can feel challenging. It may for a time be filled with uncertainty, internal struggles, confusion, self-doubt, identity crises, restlessness, and frustration. However, it is also a time of immense purging, releasing, clearing, epiphanies, insights, breakthroughs, growth, self-realizations. Transformation is taking place from deeper levels of the subconscious mind, and within the psyche/soul levels. Accepting that this phase is paramount for the letting go of false identity beliefs based in false indoctrination that influenced and oppressed the previous self-success, eliminating the egoic and linear-based desires to rush into a perceived future, or continue to dwell on past experiences. By allowing self to be present in this moment, you can fully experience the lessons and opportunities for personal development that the in-between stage offers. While it may feel uncomfortable or unsettling, this ascension stage on the path will eventually pass and fade out of conscious memory, leading the awakened conscious self to a place of higher conscious awareness, greater understanding, and immense gratitude for the experiences that shape the awakening self along the way. The ascending are drawing on their virtues and strengthening their ascending attributes, remaining patient and loving within, trusting in the transformational process of great change, remaining open to the possibilities and potentials that lay ahead. The journey through the in between stages is an essential part of conscious evolution and deeper true self-discovery, preparing self for the next new chapters in life with newfound freedom, knowing, wisdom and resilience. The universe moves alongside the ascending and works through each individual. At this juncture, potent transformational forces intricately thread through self's existence. Each insight, breakthrough, and epiphany of clarity leads towards the destined path. Remaining receptive and open to this ascension process taking place in multiple levels and layers of higher consciousness existence. Developing a strengthened willingness to surpass the confines of the former self. Expanding consciously in new Earth's frequencies enhances the higher perspective of understanding. All is aligning to activate the original seeded template. Ascending or adjusting to enhance modifications in the physical self, preparing for new Earth conscious living. Inner peace and emotional stability. When you are aligned with your higher self, you experience a much deeper sense of peace, making you feel serene, calm and centered even during perceived challenges. Enhanced intuition. Your higher self is connected to your intuition. Being consciously connected to it makes it much stronger, allowing self to trust inner gut feelings. It will always guide the self to make decisions that are in self's best interest. Clarity and purpose. The higher self provides clear guidance and insights of your life purpose. What you were made to do in this lifetime. How you can make your foundational stability, the type of career role to focus on, and so on. You gain a clearer understanding of the soul's aspirations and creational desires, aligning with the authentic self, far transcends all egoic aspects in self. Authenticity and self-expression. Being in tune with the higher self encourages the self to live authentically. This authenticity promotes autonomy and enhances all relationships and interactions as others can sense and appreciate your genuine sincerity. Ascension growth. Connecting to your higher self is an important step for conscious development. It requires dismantling the linear conditioned framework. This connection brings a deeper sense of unity and oneness with the universe, enhancing the overall spiritual experience. Experiencing miracles in New Earth energy becomes the new normal for the ascending and New Earth conscious living. Trust your own connection to your higher self. The clearer your connection, the harder it will be for you to be blocked and deceived. You are learning to discern all information through your higher self and your expanding heart. Star seeds in conscious New Earth living. When you find yourself giving more energy than you receive, it's a strong sign to step back and consciously assess if the energy exchange is reciprocal. This helps you conserve, protect, value, and appreciate your own source of energy. Evaluate all areas to replenish your light intake. The universe operates on reciprocal energy. This month's intense energy frequencies activate a shift in timelines of ascension and transformation in many and various aspects of self and life. Setting soul-based and clear-focused intentions, focusing on qualities that are in vibrational conscious alignment in mindfulness, self-love, compassion, unity consciousness, surrendering to align with these higher planetary energies that are creating fast-forward transformational changes. Star seeds have a strong conscious bond with this planet, a profound and heartfelt spiritual connection to conscious Earth, and a deeper understanding of human life. Gaia, our nurturing Earth Mother, appreciates the care and love extended to her and all living/sentient beings. She is a compassionate Earth consciousness made of divine creation, unconditional love, wisdom, and insight. Collectively collaborating in unity transformation. The preparations for the manifestations of the New Earth reality and the fulfillment of your prayers and beliefs are beginning to materialize in conscious reality. The path of your elevated conscious existence is now navigating to smoother waters. By placing trust in the universal plan in motion, the self experiences a deeper sense of emotional balance and inner calm. This transformational change is what activates the authentic self into expression and alters the course of destiny, blessing you with love and peace in life. In loving and devoted Ascension service. Source inspired by Ascension Lightworkers. One who serves and Shoshanna, First Wave. Master OWS. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings to one who serves here, and Shoshanna is here, and what a wonderful message from our dear brother Saint Germain. So we will open this up to questions now if you have them, and certainly after a message such as this and your earlier discussion, we would think there would be some questions that would need to bring about some type of understanding. A further understanding here. Would you have questions here for one who serves and Shoshanna? Or perhaps not? No questions. Are you out there? Are there people on the call here still? Member? We're still here. Master OWS. Very good. So are there no questions here? Very good, then we will conclude here. Member? I have a question. Master OWS. Yes. Member? So how many waves? We are talking about waves. How many waves are we going to get? As will it be, 3 waves? Master OWS. That is what has been prophesied up to this point in terms of potential and probability. We would say that is a good understanding. A 3rd wave. You are in the 1st wave, we will say here. Many of you are in that 1st wave. And you tend to go back and forth still between the 3rd dimensional expression and 4th and 5th dimensional expression. But you will find yourselves more and more being in that 1st wave as these energies continue to come in, and you are able to hold these energies more and more within you, which will then raise your vibrational frequency, which then raises your consciousness. And that raises your vibrational frequency further, and allows you to hold more energies, and begins to crystallize those cellular structures within you, and the DNA process begins to connect once again. And you then begin to be able to connect more and more with your higher God self, and those of higher beings that are here to assist you in any way that they can as your vibration increases. You begin to match their vibration, and so on and so on and so on. So whether there is 1 waves, 2 waves, 3 waves, 4, 5, that matters not at this point. Just know that you want to be in that 1st wave of ascension, okay? Shoshanna, do you have something you add here? Or different perspective? Master Shoshanna. Well, we could add here. May we add, dear sister? Member? Yes, please. Master Shoshanna. If you recall the discussion that you had today, that there is no getting into the 1st wave of ascension. You don't jump and you don't participate. You become it. You learn the attributes, the characteristics of the ascended being, and you practice those, you see. You must become aware of those attributes, those characteristics of an ascended being. Study the ascended beings. See what they do. And then aspire to become that, you see. And this idea of 1st wave of ascension is a human ideology that is made up. It's what they call it just to describe the idea of ascension, the idea of cultivating the characteristics and attributes of an ascended being, so they call it the 1st wave. So when you ask, how many waves do we go through? The answer is up to you. The answer is as many as you'd like, because this thing called the 1st wave of ascension is you becoming aware of who you are. You becoming the student of the ascended being. You learning to behave in that manner, and practicing that behavior. Once you have those characteristics embodied, the divine part of you embodied with the human part of you, then you just keep moving. And moving. And moving. You see. The beings that you know, as the ascended beings, are still ascending. They are going through transformation after transformation after transformation after transformation. Because the journey does not mean that you become an ascended being, and that's the end. You become an ascended being until there is a point where you rejoin the source. You become the light ray, you become that, you become. It's difficult to explain, but you become integrated with the source itself, and you go back to the source as an individualized consciousness that rejoins and unifies with the source. That is the ultimate ascension, you see. So there's no end, there is no counting the waves. It is all a continuation of your journey, Nam asked. Master OWS. Yes, and we add here, and you may have heard this before, but you have been collective as humanity. You have come from the Eaters and journeyed to the stars. And you are moving now from the stars to the innermost planes of consciousness. That is that this entire process is all about. We are ready for next question, if there is. Member. One more servant Shoshanna. Can you please explain us what is the role of the physical body here? When do we have to get out of our physicality in order to become more enlightened beings? Master OWS. We will tell you, you are not getting out of your physicality, you are not moving out of your physical body, you are transforming your physical body. That is the difference here. If you were to leave your physical body, then you do so through the depth process. But if you are to ascend with your physical body, you are transforming the physical body into more light elements, and able to ascend in that way. Your physical body becomes much lighter and becomes much less dense than it is now, as a physical form here. That is what we will tell you. Shoshanna, do you have any? Master Shoshanna. Well, we are not sure what the question is here. Is the question, dear sister, how? We are not sure what your question is. Can you rephrase it for us? Member. Yes, so we can ascended beings, or, yeah, we could. Can we experience ascension, and still be in the physical beings that we are? Master Shoshanna. Well, that is an interesting question, because ascended beings are ascended in all ways. So for example, ascended consciousness simply means that your understanding of truth and wisdom and knowledge and source and beyond the physical have gelled into your existence, you have become one with that understanding. So ascension is all parts. Ascension is physical, mental, emotional, etheric, astral, mental. Ascension encompasses all of those levels of your being, including the multidimensional level. So ascension is everything. So you ask, can we become ascended in our physical bodies? The body ascends with the mental, emotional, etheric, astral, mental plane. The physical ascends along with that and becomes a different, like one who serves gave a different physical, a more lightened physical, and enlightened physical. What is happening in your world, why this has not been so easy, is that the physical body has been depressed. The DNA that is part of your physical body, that is retained in the etheric body, has been truncated so that the physical body cannot progress, cannot age past a certain limit, you see. But if the physical body was ascended, then age would be limitless. You would not have to worry about that. But in your present state, and I think that is what you are referring to, in your present physical body state, you cannot ascend this body in this present state, because it has not reached its physical pinnacle, its physical perfection, we will say. So as you move forward, the physical body gets what it needs, gets the sustenance it needs, gets the environment that it needs, becomes one with the earth. As a physical body moves forward, then consciousness moves forward, you see. So you will take your physical body in a perfected state into the ascended consciousness that you wish to have. We hope that answers your questions, Nam asked. Master OWS. Very good. Member. Thank you. Master OWS. Would there be further questions here? Member. I have a question. Member. Yes, I have a question. Master OWS. Yes, we hear to hear. Member. Go ahead. Member. Yes, okay, thank you. Member. Go ahead. Member. I had an experience the other day, and I know that other people are having different experiences too, so I wanted to share this and see what it was. I was sitting with my mom, and my grandson was with us, and he was playing underneath the kitchen table that my mother and I were sitting at, and I looked under the table to check on the baby under there, and I saw this ring. Like ring you would wear on your finger, on the floor, and my mom was looking under there too, and she saw the ring. And I was like, oh, I got to get that. Because I don't want the baby to get that, and put it in his mouth. So I reached down to grab it, and when I went to grab it, It literally, I could see it, but it was gone. Like, I couldn't pick it up, because it wasn't there, but I could see it. So my question is like, what was that? Because I don't know whether it was like a bleeding through, or I don't know, so if you could help me with that, I would appreciate it. Master OWS. Do you recall how many times we have given about the glimpses into other dimensional realities, that you will begin to experience more and more? This is very possibly, would be one of those indications. It's just a slight glimpse of something that is not there so much in your physical, although it appears that way, in the moment, but in the next it is gone. You are getting the glimpses into other dimensional frequency. That is what we would say about this. Perhaps Shoshanna has a different perspective. Master Shoshanna. We can't share here. We wish to share, dear sister, may we share? Member. Yes, please. Master Shoshanna. Dear sister, in the human culture, we will help you to understand this vision by asking you a question or two. In the human culture, what does a ring signify? Member. It can signify something never-ending. It can be kind of ring represents marriage, so bring in two things together. Master Shoshanna. Yes, so we will ask you, when this vision was there for you, and for your mother, what were your first thoughts about what you were seeing? Member. For me, I saw it, and I just didn't want the baby to get it to hurt himself. Master Shoshanna. Well, you were a protector in that case. Yet, you have concluded that this vision was not physical. Is that not correct? Member. True. Master Shoshanna. Yes, so your first response was to protect the little one. And perhaps, because that is so strong in you, as it isn't most women, that have this motherly instinct to protect, then you perhaps would miss out on the meaning of this vision. Yet you have given us two things. You have said it is a never-ending circle, and it is the cultural idea of union, you see. I want you to think about that, because there were 3 generations represented there. There was the grandmother, the great-grandmother, and the grandson. There were 3 generations there. And the vision represented the circle, the never-ending circle of life, you see. The never-ending union and oneness of life. Does this make sense, dear sister? Member. Yeah, that is so beautiful. Thank you so much. Master Shoshanna. Yes, Namaste, dear sister, and what a great gift that you would be bestowed this beautiful vision, Namaste. Master OWS. Very good. And the other question here. Member. Yes, the question was, that was true for us earlier. In the discussion, we were saying how at some point, we start sort of framing our own thinking, or thinking from more of an ascended master point of view, which is really just thinking more from an ascended consciousness point of view, which is sort of a process I'm in now. As a framework of reference, the framework I've been using. And I just want to see if there's an improvement upon this, is that I'm now starting to ask myself, well, what would love do? So I'm kind of reducing everything down to its basic components, the most basic component I should say. And to me, there's only love and fear, at least that's my perception of it. And so I'm referencing and kind of doing, align everything with love. So is there a better, I guess my question is there a better reference? Because to me, it's easier to just reference the source of love than any particular ascended master or any certain higher ascended consciousness way of thinking. To me, it's easier to just align with pure love and pure Christ consciousness. So my question is there a better reference? Or am I kind of spot on with that? Master OWS. We would say here there is certainly no better reference that you can come up with here. For love is the ultimate. Love is the great central source of all life, all beingness across the entire universe. So if you are focused on only love, then there can be none of the opposite of that, none of the duality, which of course, as you have said here, would be fear. So if you are able to focus completely on love, and be loved, then there can be nothing else but love. And then there can be nothing of the third-dimensional matrix to intercede with that love, you see? Member. Yes. Master OWS. Shoshanna, do you have any? Master Shoshanna. Of course we do. Master OWS. Yes, very good. We have a perspective here, may we share? Member. Absolutely, dear sister. Master Shoshanna. Dear brother, we agree with one who serves, but we would like to go to a multi-dimensional level of this. Member. Perfect. Master Shoshanna. Because there is a subjective understanding of love on your planet. There is a subjective understanding that the human has, that once you surpass that human subjective understanding by looking at truly what love is, then you can apply it, you see. We will say that when an individual, and we are not saying this is you, but when an individual says, well, we will ask ourselves what would love do, as just like the bracelet, what would Jesus do? What would love do? The first thing that we think of is, what does that mean to you? What is your definition of love, you see? Because you are applying a subjective type of thing on something else. So we would ask. Member. Right. I'm not sure I have a definition. I actually think it goes beyond third-dimensional language. But I understand what you're saying. As far as love from a third-dimensional perspective, that's not actually what I'm referring to, of course. To me, love is just exactly what one who serves said, it is the pure source of everything. It is the fabric of the very universe that was created. So when I refer to the love, I am referring to love. Go ahead. Master Shoshanna. Yes, but you are walking around in an avatar. You are traversing a third-dimensional construct. So for you to apply, we are getting complicated here. But for you to apply that type of understanding to that which is before you, you must define it. Because you are still the avatar. You must define it for yourself. So for example, do you love a murder? Do you apply love to a rapist? Do you apply it? Because that is where you all are. You are traversing a third-dimensional construct, to ascend, to have, to embody what you are saying. To bring that into your consciousness. So you must practice in this construct. You must practice that. So do you apply love to those things that you uphoarded? Do you apply the concept of love? Yes? Member? Well, that is something that's in my training. That's kind of what I'm doing now, that is the transversing. A transversing that you were just referring to, which is, I am no longer looking at things. Yes. I do love all my brothers and sisters equally, regardless of what they have done, because they were just playing roles. So I'm trying to I am trying to look at things from that higher point of view. That's the whole point of, moving into an ascended consciousness. Master Shoshanna. And that is practicing ascended consciousness. So when you hear your beautiful brothers and sisters saying, we wish to extinguish the life of a rapist, we wish to extinguish this life, or that life, or throw them in prison forever, or whatever the current third-dimensional payback is. And you say, no, I will apply love to this description. Then that is an ascended consciousness. But in this construct, practicing ascended consciousness is the most difficult thing that you will do here. And once you get that down, once you learn that, once you become that, once you embody that, you don't have to be here anymore, you see. Because that is the ultimate lesson, to apply that, you see. So we wanted to go a little further, because many use the platitudes, many do, you see. We don't think you do, but there are many that will say, oh, there is only love and fear, and we will apply love to the situation, not even knowing what they are applying, or what it is, you see. So it is. You will do well to. Member. Exactly, yes. Master Shoshanna. Yes, and you will do well to continue to see yourself that way, because we find you on a road of ascension that is a little bit more advanced, and we apologize if we have offended anyone, but you have advanced forward, dear brother. We see that, and we feel that, and we know that, and you. So to apply love, You must understand what you are applying, and how you are applying it. If we may, Namaste. Master OWS. Very good. Member. Namaste, thank you so much. Master Shoshanna. Yes, does this help you? Member. Oh, 100%, 100%. Master Shoshanna. Yes, Namaste. Master OWS. Very good, then, we are needing to release channel. Is there any more? One question. Otherwise, we are ready to release. Member. Yes, okay, then, since you brought it up, this is. Then, do we make of what looks to be the righteous happenings of, Trump, and all the rest of them in taking down the criminals? What do we make of that inside of that whole paradigm? Because I think that's the question we light workers do have. Master OWS. We would say you make of it whatever you want to make of it, whatever feels right to you in any given situation. Allow for the feelings to come in. And just be in touch with who you are in that process at any given situation, in any given moment. Just be in more and more in tune, we will say, with your higher consciousness. Master Shoshanna. We wish to share. Master OWS. Yes, please do. Master Shoshanna. We wish to share, dear sister, maybe share. Member. Yes, please. Master Shoshanna. This will be difficult for some to understand, but there is no taking down. That doesn't occur. It looks like it because you are in a third-dimensional duality, where you think there is good and good takes down evil, and on, and on, and on. That's what you think, because it is a duality. But that is not the truth, you see. When you say Trump is taking down the criminals, that is not what he is doing. The criminals are surrendering to their own karma. They are coming to terms with their evil. They are coming to terms with their karma. Some of them do, some of them don't. But the path that is prescribed to balance the scales of karma are done so long before the being is incarnated, you see. So when it looks like Trump and his others are eradicating evil, that is not what is truly happening. Those that are evil are surrendering to their soul's path. They are surrendering to their karma, and it just looks like somebody took them down. Master OWS. Very good. Master Shoshanna. Does this make sense to your sister? Member. Well, yes, but on the other hand, then you still are left with the question, because it looks like, but what you said, and I always was, maybe you would call me naive, or everything else, but before this whole situation, I thought, okay, criminals give love, let's revamp our entire prison system, let's begin to show them a new way, because where they are coming from is all a matter of what's happened in their life, and what's happened to them. And let's try to do all of that. And that's what I thought. I thought there was a whole situation of things like the true depths of deprivation. And I said, okay, that's not the way to approach it. And I'm more like, okay, now I'm on, like, let's put them all in jail and get them out so that the rest of the world is safe from those folks. So like, as to like our concrete question, like, and I get that, maybe it's just that can be done from love, that can be done with love in the heart, as opposed to like with hatred, or? Master Shoshanna. Well, that is assuming that you control another's path. That is assuming that you have control of another's path. That you send them love, and they come out of it, they suddenly turn to the light. But that is not it. We are trying to explain this. You do not control another. Now, sending light and love to another is a beautiful thing, but they must receive it. They must be on the path of receiving it. They must be on the path of surrendering to it. And if they are not, you cannot. If they are not receiving it, if they are not surrendering to it, you cannot make a difference, you see. Everyone, every single being, has a prescribed path. And if that means the path is dying in jail, or the path is killing another, and then making reparations for it, that is the planet you live on. That is the point, you see. So, we try to explain this, that the individual that is gone to the dark side is following a path. It is a prescribed path that they must go through to find themselves back in the light. None of us are in control of that, you see, Nam asked. Master OWS. Very good. Then, we are needing to release channel here. Shoshanna, did you have a parting message? Master Shoshanna. Well, we know it is confusing, things that are said, that you are asked to do, and you must continue to do them, as some of you have given, is apply love to the situation, apply light to the situation. But also apply allowance to the situation, the being that is moving in your path, that is part of your life, is a part of you, is a part of the puzzle, you see. And one must allow for their path. One cannot truncate the path of another. The other has to surrender to moving forward in their path, and it just looks like we have control of that, but we do not, Nam asked. Master OWS. Very good, and we simply say, embrace the energies, as they continue to fly in over this time ahead here. Shanti, peace be with you, be the one. Source arrayofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.